And love, because it's a threat to its equilibrium, it attempts to live as much without the need of what it considers an emotional dependency, because that's how it conceives of love, because in childhood one was dependent. And not as a kind of strength, and not as a kind of power to overcome obstacles. Because love gives you courage, love gives you strength, love gives you the ability to do things that would otherwise not be possible. This is why in the old days, when there was still rationality in societies, the societies always wanted the people to grow up feeling that the country stood for, and its highest value was the love of God. And that's what would make its members be willing to die for their country, because they were dying for God. They were dying for a social order that was supporting the love of God. But at a certain point in history, the love of God was replaced by the love of money.
Sure was.
And people are not willing to die. They're willing to kill for money. And they're willing to betray each other for money, but they're not willing to give themselves in the same way. And so cowardice comes out of that, and corruption. In fact, the whole world situation today is only possible because people are willing to betray their fellow countrymen, their fellow humans, for money. Police are willing to do it, doctors are willing to do it, the lawyers, the politicians, everyone is willing to betray the best interests of the people for money. Because that is the value now, not love. And certainly not God. That's ridicule. You're a sissy if you have love for God. You know, it's not something that hard-headed, strong people, have. They're purely into the power of their cleverness and their capacity to make money. So this is a world in which love has been marginalized, ridiculed, cynically put down as a fantasy and as the opium of the people, as Karl Marx put it, in terms of religious love. And that has created a world that is loveless and that in a way despises love because of its false forms of expression, its toxic forms, its abusive. The use of the word love as a four-letter word has become something, a cliche that people use. And all of the pop music that uses the term love, it's clear that they mean desire, infatuation, attachment, possessiveness, or sentimentality, or something else, but not the purity of real love.
That's the problem. We don't need words in this world of language that we live in. We just need to love. If we need any words, we need the word love, and that's it. Nothing else. Nothing else.